Hey guys, and welcome back. My name's NG Paradox, and today I'm just here to give you guys kind of just an update to the channel and myself in general. I haven't spoken to you guys directly like this in a while, apart from maybe slightly a little bit of beginning of some other videos, but a proper update video like this, I've not really done for a little bit of time, so I do apologize for that. And I do apologize for the state of some things at this point in time on the channel. Obviously, the lack of content recently obviously has been probably the main thing you guys have noticed. And don't worry, plans are being set to change that very soon. Things kind of have been taken out of my hands, shall we say. Firstly, though, if you did not know, or maybe you may, hopefully you do know, I know you guys how much you love this mod, but the Game of Thrones mod for Crusader Kings 2 has been updated for Holy Fury. So if you've not gone and downloaded that, go check it out. Look on it on Google or go to the Reddit, obviously. You'll find it somewhere. But it has been updated, so go to wherever you download it from and download it from there, and you can start playing once again. That's an important thing to keep aware of. Now, with the new update, there will be a new series of the Game of Thrones mod on the channel. That is definitely something that's going to happen very soon. Look out tomorrow for a new video. I'll tell you right now, it's going to be not a continuation, but it's connected to a previous series, one that I know people really liked and I really liked. It's going to be kind of a new version of something we've done in the past. So it's a familiar idea, but I think it was a really good one. And I really enjoyed it, and I'd love to try and do it once again in the new version of the mod and in a new setting. That could help out. Hopefully we can continue a certain legacy of a series. But yes, that's all I'm going to say for now. Just keep an eye out open for tomorrow, where a video will pop up that you guys will have to make a decision in. So look out for tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be able to get that up. Now let's talk about the channel in general. Recently, obviously, I've been having problems over the last few months. If you guys did not know, I've had a lot of responsibilities, let's just say. I've been having a lot of things in real life I've had to do. Almost had something really bad happen. Possibly could have been the worst thing ever to happen in my entire life recently, but it did not happen. The worst case scenario did not happen, but it could still happen, but it seems as though it has passed. So that has taken up a lot of my time recently, so it's been out of my hands. I do apologize, I can't talk into specifics. Obviously, it's personal, and I don't want to bore you with specifics. But yes, just keep in mind that this has been the last few months have been pretty horrible for me in general, let's just say. So I've had a lot of work I've had to do over the last few months. So that has kept me away from making as much content as I would have liked. Also, over the holiday, shall we say, the Christmas holiday, New Year, I was hoping that would actually give me time to get back on board, but I've actually caught a throat inflammation. It's now gone, thankfully, but over that period I did catch a throat inflammation, and that was pretty bad. It lasted actually for longer than I've ever had one last before. I've only ever had it, I think, once happen before, but this time it lasted quite a while, so that really actually kicked me in the nuts when it came to making more content. And as you guys see, like I said, over the last few months, like, it's been 1 or 2 videos every day. It's never been consistent, you know? And I don't like it, because it means that if we've got 3 series, as we have had, going at the same time, or even 4 series, it means I can only put up like 1 video every 2 days for each series when we're going regularly for parts. And for me, that's not good enough. I don't like the fact that I have to keep spreading out my series, the videos and stuff. It means that series take ages to come to an end, so we can't do new stuff. And that's made things really difficult for me. And it's made me actually not enjoy the content as much in making it, because it means that I have to keep jumping between the different series and recording them just so I can get enough out to you guys, and for each different series. And that just means when I'm playing it, I'm just not enjoying it as much. And I do feel it's affecting the content. It means I'm a bit more kind of all over the place when it comes to jumping back between each one. And I don't think I'm actually making as good content, sadly, which annoys me, because I've always enjoyed doing this channel for the last few years. I've really enjoyed doing it for you guys, and I enjoy people that they enjoy it. And so I think that has been hurting the videos and actually the quality of the content. People still liked it, people still watch, but I personally, I just don't think it's as good as it was. So what I'm going to be doing from this point onwards, we're actually going to do a whitewash. Whitewash? Is that the right term? We're actually going to do a clean slate from this point on. It's a new year, and the mod has been updated. I want to do a new thing with the channel. That was one thing that annoyed me the last few months. And I feel like it's hurt those series we've been doing. I do apologize if you've been enjoying the last few series, like the African Ambitions or the Butterdom series or the Cardiff City series, and even the Redox one. I'm sorry, guys, but I feel that they aren't as good as previous series just because of the jumping about and stuff. And the time between them to try and bring out parts has meant they've all been going on for a couple of months, and we haven't got as far as I would hope. So I want to have just one series. The idea would be we have one series and we have parts out every day for it. That way we can go through the series quickly. You guys can enjoy it. You get more of it all the time rather than jumping between different ones and going, oh yeah, where were we last time? I don't think that's good for the content. I don't think it's good for me. And I don't think it's good for you guys. So that's something I want to change. Now, the reason I'm going to keep it to one series, I would do 2 or something, but like I said before, because of how busy I am and my responsibilities, I have to do them. There's no choice there. Otherwise, I don't eat or I can't live, So that's kind of important. So I'm going to keep it to 1 to make sure I definitely can do it. And if I get, overproductive, I'll release 2 parts of it on the day, or 2 parts the next day, etc. So that way you guys can get as much of it as possible. And if we do finish it, then I can start a new one. There we go. Rather than having 2 going at the same time, and then I find I just don't have time to keep them both going, or I have to have one series, have a gap between 2 days before I release the next part. I don't want to do that anymore. I really don't want to do that anymore. So I want to be consistent. I want it to be so you guys can enjoy as much as possible. So that's what we're going to be doing with that. So I do apologize for me, a clean slate. Those series I've been doing recently are going to have to stop because I think they've all been hurt by the fact that I've not been able to do them as consistently. And then the gaps we've had over the holiday really as well, that didn't help either. That's made it even worse. So I feel like I just need a clean slate for this year. So I really do apologize for you guys who have enjoyed it. I hope you guys have enjoyed the new content though as well. And of course I have thousands of hours of content on the channel. If you guys have watched all of that, gee, God blimey, thank you. But I'm sure some of you can go and find some stuff to watch in the back catalogue as well if you don't like the new series. But that's not going to be the only thing. Now, something I was doing last year, obviously I was doing streams, which was actually the thing I probably enjoyed the most, but due to where I live, I can't do more streams. That's literally the simple part of it. I can't do any more, sadly, which has really annoyed me. That was probably the most disappointing thing last year, was the fact I had to stop doing streams just because of where I live. So that's a pretty horrible thing. If I can ever get back on, the first time I can get back on the streaming, guys, you will be the first ones to know, and I'm going to jump straight back in. But until then, I can't do that. Number 2, as I said, last year I did do some experimental things like streaming, but I also did some other videos, such as my Free Kingdoms. I did some Total War Free Kingdoms lore videos about the subject and the characters, and I actually really enjoyed doing those, but those take a lot of time. I've got to sit there and just talk for like an hour and then edit it down and stuff and whatnot. That takes quite a bit of time, and again, like I said, time is really the thing I don't have at the moment, sadly. Yeah, it's frustrating, but that's just how things are. And I would love to do more of those things. And I'd also like to try and do some more edited series, like do some, gameplay, like Crusader Kings 2 or European Universalis 4 or Victoria 2. Because there are certain series where there's a lot of time in between that things don't happen. Like Victoria 2 is a great example of that. I did a series on Victoria 2. There's a lot of times sometimes where there's not much going on. Or if I play as a primitive nation, there's a lot of time when you literally can't do anything, almost. And I would love to do a series on that. I've been wanting to do one for ages, as you guys probably have known if you've been following me for a while. And I think an edited series of that would be better, where I record it, but I edit it down. So I'm hoping we just keep one series where I have everything. So the main series on the channel will be I record everything. You see everything. Then, if I have any extra time to play anything else, I do an edited series. So maybe it'll just be one video of that campaign where I edit it down, or maybe a couple of videos, or 3 or 5 videos where I edit it down for you guys to digest in between that series. So, obviously it will come out and it'll be very quick. So maybe in just 5 days, it's done. Or maybe it's just one part and it's done. That's something I'd like to do, but also maybe do some more creative videos. Like I said, Free Kingdoms lore videos and stuff, or Game of Thrones lore videos. I would love to do a bit more creative stuff like that. So edited videos would allow me to be a lot more creative in that thing. And that's something I've really enjoyed about making videos on YouTube. So that would be what I'd love to be able to do. We're going to be doing from now on, at this point in time. Things might change if in the future I do have more time. again, you guys will be the first ones to know, and I'll change how I do things. But for now, the start of this year, 2019, I want to keep it to just one main series, unless something new does come out, and I happen to be in the middle of the series. Maybe I'll do 2, like Imperator Rome, or something comes out, and I'm like, oh, I still haven't got anywhere near the finishing this series, but I want to start that new game. That's a big thing. You know, I will maybe have 2 at that point, but I want to try to keep it just to 1 as much as possible. And then if I ever do have extra time, I'd make an edited video of a series or a creative video for you guys as well. So hopefully there'll be kind of little presents in between that main series as it goes along, but it means that you guys will get hopefully a finished series, and it will finish sooner, and we can jump on to the next thing. And it means obviously then that the channel is a lot more kind of concentrated, you know. It's a bit more, you know, in one direction. I really think that would be good for the channel right now, because I just don't have the time to be able to, you know, kind of juggle that many series. So I do apologize if this is not the news you guys wanted to hear. I do apologize if that's not what you want, and there's nothing I can really do about that. I think it's best for the channel if I do that, you know, and that's just my opinion. Tell me in the comment section, obviously, if you do disagree or you think something different. I would love to know what your guys' thoughts are. I hope you'll enjoy the new content this year, of course, as you have done in last year or the years before, however long you've been with me. Thank you for your continued support as well. And the new main series will be Crusader Kings 2 Game of Thrones mod. Like I said at the beginning, that new series will be starting the next few days. And apologies to any of you who've loved the series I've been doing at the moment, because I really have been enjoying, like, especially African Ambitions. I was really enjoying that series, but I don't think I can juggle all these at the same time. Life has changed too much. You know, things have just, I'm not trying to say everything in life is bad. It's just everything is time. Everything is responsibilities. You know, I gotta be a man about things sometimes, you know. But yeah, hopefully in the future things will change. But until then, again, as usual, thank you so much for you guys' support. If you do want to support the channel, of course, you can go check out my Patreon. That'll be in the description, of course. If you haven't, follow me on Twitter, obviously. You can hear about the things I'm up to, my woes and whatnot. And obviously, you guys have been on Discord. Thank you guys for being on Discord. I know the last 6 months, you know, in the first 6 months of last year, when we were doing the streaming and stuff, the Discord was just jamming. The last 6 months, so, well, last 6 months since I've not been able to do as much time and couldn't do any streaming. Obviously, I do apologize, but I've kind of had to not be on the Discord as much. I just haven't had the time. So again, lots of disappointments from last year for me personally, but I'm hoping this year we can try and rearrange it to fit all together. I hope you'll enjoy it. So, see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, and hopefully you'll stay with the channel. See you in the future. Bye-bye!